Hello mathematicians, it's Miss Armgart back with another instructional video. Today we are looking at combining like terms that are the same. First, let's review our vocabulary words. We're going to use 4x plus 12 right here to review the different parts of an expression. So remember, the constant is 12. It won't change. X is the variable. We don't know. X will change. 4 is the coefficient. It goes with the x. They are together. It's always some sort of number. And then our terms are 4x and 12. They are separated by a plus or a minus. So 4x is a term and 12 is a term. All right, so what does the coefficient mean then? Let's look more deeply at what this means. So here we have our example. 4 is the coefficient and 3 is the number. So if you write it out, that means there are 4 3's that you add together. That's what 4 times 3 means. So now let's look at 4x or 4 parentheses x. They are the same thing. Well, this just means x plus x plus x. Whoop, and I'm going to put another blank there. 4 x's added together is 4x. So you'll see here we have 4 times x plus 1. So now we are getting more complicated, but that doesn't mean that this is actually more complicated. Because remember, that coefficient of 4 means whatever is after it, there are 4 of them added together. So you can write this out as x plus 1 plus x plus 1. And yes, the parentheses are really important because we want to keep our order of operations. So then we have x plus 1, x plus 1. You can write it horizontally across. You can also write it vertically. It's going to be the same thing. I personally prefer the horizontal, but it's going to be 4 x plus 1's added up. So whatever x is, remember, you need to keep your levels, your order of operations intact because we want to do the addition before we do the multiplication. We're going to combine the terms. So our first step is to organize so that all the variables and constants are grouped together. Then we use the coefficients. Then we do our levels. So highlighters can be super helpful because I see here that we have 5p, we have 3p, those can be combined, and then we have a constant of 8. So I don't have any other constants. I can't combine the 8, but I can combine 5p plus 3p. Write this out. So 5p actually means 1, 2, 3, 4. 5p's and then another 3. 1, 2, 3. Or I can write all of this as how many? That is 8p plus 8 would be my answer. So you might notice that you can take coefficients here, 5 and 3, because 5 plus 3 equals 8. Like it takes a while to write out all of those p's. You can ignore that and you can just say 5 plus 3 equals 8. Bring the p with, because the coefficient it goes with, to say 8p plus 8. All right, now we have 5 plus 3n plus 6 minus 2. So 3n and we have negative 2n. So whatever comes before, whatever that operation is, needs to come with that term. So we also have 5, and remember, if there's nothing, we assume positive, and we have 6. So let's rewrite this. You can do any order you want. I prefer to do variables and then constants. So this would be 3n minus 2n plus 5 plus 6. So step 1, we're going to rewrite so that all of our colors are together. Then we are going to simplify. So remember, 3n minus 2n, that would leave us with 1n. And then 5 plus 6 plus 11. So the answer is n plus 11. All right, let's look at example 3, where we have 4x plus 3. When we see 4 and then a parentheses, that is the coefficient for the entire parentheses. So that actually means x plus 3, x plus 3, that's 3, and here's 4, x plus 3, and then we can add all of these together. So 4 times 3 and 4x plus are our two terms that come out of this. So there are 4 x's, there are 4 3's. We can simplify this as 4x plus 12 is our expression. Now, this is what's known as the distributive property. So I like to think you distribute the coefficient to each of the things, each of the terms inside of your parentheses. So when I see this, I know, 4x plus 4 times 3, or 4x plus 12. So you don't have to write out this long arithmetic over here if you know that that 4 is distributed, is given to the x and is given to the 3, and that is both multiplying, because remember, 4 and then the parentheses means multiplication. All right, our last problem over here is 4 times x plus 5 minus 3x plus 2. So we are going to do our grouping first. We are going to distribute that 4x plus 4 times 5, and then we're just going to write the rest of our expression, 3x plus 2. So I have 4x over here. I have minus 3x, and I have 4 times 5 and 2 for my constants. So when I am done simplifying, I will have two terms because I have two colors. So now let's rewrite this so that everything is next to each other. So 4x minus 3x plus 20 plus 2. So now we just can simplify our variables with our coefficients and our constants. So this becomes 1x plus 22. Our answer is x plus 22. All right, folks, don't forget to fill in your examples and staple this into your journal. I am Miss Armgart saying happy solving.